how do you coordinate this all? You got Thanksgiving coming up, and then you got to get the kids to Detroit, and I would assume you guys are staying overnight the night before, probably.
We are. Well, the way the schedule shook out is it was very nice. The local priest has said that he would do Mass for us on Thursday morning, so we're actually going to have Mass in our chapel at 8 o'clock. We're going to practice, do our normal pregame in the gym from 9 to 11. Then the kids are going to be dismissed at 11. My wife said we have reservations at the lake house, so I'm going to go eat at noon and then come back to school, open the locker room at 3. We're going to get on the bus at 4. Hope to get somewhere near Detroit where the team's going to be staying by 7.
Okay.
Get a little more food in the kids, get the kids rested, and then, we're going to wake up in the morning at 6:30 and eat breakfast and go play a football game at 10. So I guess that's the itinerary we're going to do.
Now, changing gears just a little bit, it's a pretty unique opportunity that the community has here in Muskegon coming up on Friday, because right after our game, the Big Reds get to play.
Yeah.
And that's Shane Fairfield, who's really a part of the MCC family. It's just a really unique opportunity. It's the same thing that happened in 2008.
Yeah, and just, this time around with the Muskegon coaches, their defensive coordinator over there is a guy named Justin Ego. And actually, Justin and I, we were captains on the 94 team at Muskegon Catholic when we were both seniors. And then he went on to play at Grand Valley. I went on to play at Saginaw Valley. And, we were, kind of two peas in a pod in high school.
Okay.
Always together. And we were still good friends today. And we talk all the time, and he's over there. And Matt Bowles, who played with us at Muskegon Catholic, is the offensive line coach over there. And Scott Fedrosi, he was the team captain in 93 when I was a junior, and he's coaching with us. And then Coach Rebecki was always coaching all of us. And then you had Shane Fairfield actually was an assistant on the Catholic teams in those teams when Justin and I and Scott and Bowles played. So, and he was kind of like a mentor, like a big brother type figure for us. So, it's just, you have the whole dynamic of the city, but I think just if you know kind of our inner circle and, as close as we still are today, it's just a really neat experience that all of us who played at Muskegon Catholic are going to get to have. One of us leading, still with our alma mater, and another one leading another local program. So it's just unbelievable for us group of friends to, kind of kick back and talk about it, and but it's all about the communities coming out and supporting the team and giving these kids just a great experience that. It's going to be memorable for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, after witnessing the Crusader fans last week, if they brave that, I'm pretty sure they can handle Ford Field this week.
Our fans travel. we know that much.
Now, today a whole bunch of honors came out for a whole bunch of different guys on your team.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of go down the list and work my way up. We start with Jaden McPherson. MLive Muskegon Chronicle named their dream team. He was a second-team defensive lineman.
Yeah, I think that was definitely very worthy. He's somebody who probably could have slid into a first-team spot, if you want to know the truth. But he's definitely very worthy of a second-team spot. And, you look at it as a junior, that's a very high honor for any junior to receive.
And then Lamar Jordan III was named to the MLive Dream Team, and he was given the at-large position on defense for that team.
Yeah, that basically means he was too good to be left off, so they made a spot for him. There's no question he's very deserving of that. And I think with anything with our offense and defense, we flow so well to the ball together as a team, and there's not one guy that sticks out. And you listen to some of these other coaches talking, well, my guy's got 120 tackles and my guy's got 130 tackles, and I'm sitting there with, I got a ton of guys with 40 tackles because we're just, whoever gets to the ball first tends to make the tackle. So. But I think people that have seen Lamar play definitely knows he's worthy of that and just how well he plays that linebacker position.
And then defensive end senior Ian Tyler was also named to the MLive Dream Team as a defensive lineman.
Yeah, Ian's had an outstanding senior season and really just grown into his body this year. And he's somebody that was on the field a little bit last year as a junior, but it just goes to show that anybody that puts the work in, the time in, which Ian has done in the weight room, just put it all together for just an outstanding senior year, and he's a big part of why we're at, where we're at this week.
Absolutely. He's got a memory that'll last a lifetime from that semifinal game.
Yes.
Griffin Seymour, honorable mention, All-State, second team, MLive Dream Team kicker.
Yeah, and Griff's really the one that I really thought Griffin had just as good a chance as anybody to make All-State off the team. And that was one of the persons I was really pushing for when talking to the media and stuff, because he has such great stats for a kicker. He has such outstanding stats for a kicker, especially in Division 7-8. And I can't say enough about his efforts this year, and only missing 1 extra points, and just the you're doing stats and reading up on the teams that we're playing, and they've missed 10 extra points or missed 9, or those extra points are so crucial when you get into big games and then you start chasing points. And we just know we never have to worry about that with Griffin, and Blake Sanford, Dominic Midkiff, our holder and snapper, are also big parts of that as well as far as Griffin's success this year.
Yeah, and if you want to stress the importance of an extra point, just ask Mendon. In the first half of that game, you guys played against them when Lamar blocked that extra point, made it 7-6.
They know if we score again or if something happens, we get a field goal, they're another possession behind. So, yeah, I know. The extra points are just so important, especially in high school football.
Then some bigger honors. Mike Coey named an All-State offensive lineman, also named to the Dream Team offensive line.
Yeah, Mike Coy is somebody who's absolutely well deserving of it. And, you kind of look through and, somebody's opening these holes up for our kids that they're running through if you watch our games. And Mike Coy starts at right tackle for us. He starts at a defensive tackle position. And he's done an outstanding job. Just another kid who really dedicated himself in the offseason to the weight room. Started as a sophomore, but, again, you're not really into your body as a sophomore. And he's grown into his body. He's extremely strong. And his uncle actually is Rob Vanderlist, who was he was an All-Stater for Muskegon Catholic in 90 and 91, and went on to play at the University of Michigan for 4 years. So, I know Rob was always like kind of an uncle and a big figure in his life growing up. So, I think he thinks it's really neat. He's going to have a picture up on the wall just like his uncle did.
Absolutely. And then finally, Alex Lewandowski. It's a little bit of a list here. All-State defensive back. He was named the Muskegon MLive Defensive Player of the Year, and also a defensive back on that Dream Team.
Yeah, and everything you just read off, Alex, is very deserving of. Anybody who's seen us play this year knows he's our leader on offense and our leader on defense. And I don't know if people in the Catholic community and stuff, and anybody, I don't know if they understand what a big honor that is to be named the overall defensive player in the whole area when you're talking about Class A, Class B schools, and just for a kid like that to get so much respect from other coaches who vote on this, and then other media people who see multiple teams play to select him. So it's just it's an incredibly huge honor, and one that doesn't happen to a school our size. I know it's probably not going to happen every year, but someone special like Alex, I'm just glad it happened for him.
Absolutely, and kind of a reflection of his abilities. Last year his All-State was a running back, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And this year it's as a defensive back. So just so valuable on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Then I know when the other teams come out, like the All-Area, when they divide it between 4 and 8. I know Tommy Scott was named to the first team All-Area on that. I know. I'm missing somebody. I think Nicholas Holt and Jacob Holt got honorable mention, which might be a little low for their stature, but at the same time, you can't get everybody the awards you want. And, so, yeah, we definitely had a really nice run with those postseason awards that came out. And it's just good for the kids and, more recognition for the school.
Absolutely. So congratulations to all those young men. We're going to bring Alex back on for a second time here on the show coming up in this next segment. It's got to be a special experience. Obviously, you in your first year getting this team there, but Alex and Ian and the small group of seniors finally getting a chance to go to Ford Field and get a chance to play in this game.
Yeah, this is something they heard about kind of the time at Catholic, that it wasn't a very good senior class, and the truth be told, it is the reason a couple years ago we weren't able to field a JV team, just because that class had kind of low numbers. And it kind of screwed things up as far as getting the number of people that we need to field a JV team. So, that class has kind of heard it their whole time at Catholic, that there's not very, strong. But, the kids we got with Alex and Ian being on the field, and Dominic Midkiff's done just an outstanding job contributing. And Joe Serene has gotten on the field, and he's just had a great attitude and a great practice player. And Mickey Riley, who's part of that senior class, has done a real good job, too, coming in and subbing an offensive and defensive tackle, and has been such a great practice player as well. So, can't forget about Big Chris, who came over from Norway, who's a senior, and I think he was expecting to get on the field, and he had He had visa problems, I guess, and it's just the situation that the MSSAA said he wasn't eligible to play. So he's had such an outstanding attitude as well, and I'm just happy those guys are going to get to go out with one more special game left.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, why don't you come back next Wednesday, no matter what happens, and we're going to have a celebration show here next Wednesday, and that'll be our show to kind of wrap everything up. But Coach Steve Zerwan, best of luck coming up on Friday morning. Look forward to talking to you after the game.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I thank you for all you've done here promoting Catholic and what the radio stations have done and TV 96. And it's just a wonderful experience for our team and our community. And we just kind of hope to make everybody proud here come Friday morning.
Absolutely. We'll be back with Alex Lewandowski after this 3-minute break. You're listening to the Coaches Show on 93.1.